Hey, this video is going to be a quick tour of my 2016 Mercedes Metris camper van. This vehicle is for sale. You get more information on www.stealthmetriscampervanforsale.com. It's still got some time left on the extended warranty. That runs until May 2023. Vehicle's in good shape. Has never seen a salty road. It's great for weekend camping, road trips, longer camping trips. Like I've been on 2-week trips with it. Going to events, you want to sleep after the concert, not have to worry about the ride home. It's easy. You can pretty much go wherever you want with it. It doesn't really look like a camper van from the outside. As you can see, it's got a 6-foot bed in the back. The bed folds down here. It's got you unclip this piece of wood behind it and put that across the aisle so that this is a size of a full-size bed. Back here there's room for pillows and blankets, and that would just go across the aisle here, sit on the ledge between here and here. Underneath the bed is room for lots of storage. That box up there, I still got the original floor cleats and the mirror. I upgraded the passenger mirror. There's a curved mirror to make it easier to see. So I've got the blind spot detection and the curved mirror on the passenger side. Ordered that from Europe. Built the cabinets back here. Lots of room for storage. I think I did a good job of maximizing everything in here. There's an oscillating fan. Up front, I'll show you where the window I put in on the sliding door was, and you can see the passenger swivel seat spun around. That's great for opening the space up. Makes it feel a little bit more like a living room, and it's nice to have the extra comfortable seat. Cabinets up front, we'll look at that in a minute. The floor, walls, ceiling, that's all 1-inch polyiso covered by underlay. The floor's got linoleum on it. The ceiling's got a washable plastic finish. There's a max air fan that's rainproof, so you can get ventilation going from the screen side and window, the screen fan, and then the oscillating fan to move the air around inside. There's blackout curtains on the back window, the side door window, and across the front where the driver and passenger seat are. And then there's a bug screen in the back. You can lower that, and there's magnets to hold it on the sides. And then this back lift gate's really neat. I'm standing under it now. It's rainproof, so if you got run up out of the rain, you can clean your shoes off before you get in the van. And I'll hop inside. We'll take a look at the cabinets. Sitting on the couch now, and this cabinet up front's got a table that comes down, polyurethane finish on it, so doesn't hurt it if you spill a couple drops on it. I used to use this for eating a lot of the kitchen stuff I'd have back here. I had a 1-gallon propane tank. I could slide out a stove burner and boil some water. It was right underneath the fan, so I just turned the fan on high, keep an eye on it. Had my laptop here, a little shelf for that, and then there's an electrical hookup. Everything's 12 volts in here, so I'd run a laptop. I also had a hot water heater on a 15 amp 12 volt circuit, so I could boil water without having to worry about a propane burner. Shelf up here for storing things. I had like a sleeping bag up there, binoculars. Well, I had a small sleeping bag. I was comfortable in this van anything between 40 and 80 degrees. If I had a cold weather sleeping bag, I would have been okay below 40 degrees, but that was my comfort range. 50 degrees, I just had a light blanket. The insulation here was really good. It was cozy. This cabinet I built ultimately I was thinking of putting a catalytic heater in here. I made this cabinet big enough for a 20-pound propane tank. That's a black plug on the bottom. There's a reinforced screen underneath it. So if I did put a propane tank, I'd have a propane detector, and you're always supposed to have a floor vent for safety. Propane's heavier than air. If there was a leak, it would exit that way. And then I made this little hatch up top so you could get to the valve on the tank if I did go that way. I also, something else I didn't get to, oh by the way, there's sliding doors here. And oh, here's the water heater. Everything you see in here comes with the van. I used to keep shoes underneath here. This cabinet, I used to keep spices over here, towel rack. Was going to put a sink in here, didn't get to it. There's just a kind of proof of concept. I put made a sink basin out of a plastic container. There's 2 7-gallon tanks under here, plastic containers. One of them could be used to drain water from a sink. The idea was to get one of those little bar sinks. The other container could be used for water, and I thought maybe with a foot pump or a 12-volt pump to have some kind of faucet there. Something if whoever bought it wanted to, they could use the space for cabinets, finish off the sink. It's up to them. This is the side window I put in. That turned out really nice. The one panel over here opens up. It's got a screen on it, and that's rainproof. The fan up top's rainproof. Here's the swivel seat, and up front, well, you can kind of see the cockpit. Everything's in good shape. Took care of it. Got the options with extra buttons on the steering wheel. The navigation unit, which is nice if you don't have cell phone reception. It's nice to have that. This swivel seat really opens the space up, makes it feel a little bit more like a living room. It's nice to have the extra seat. This cabinet you could reach from just has a curtain over it because that's lightweight, and you can reach just from the passenger seat, the driver's seat, and grab a little snack. This opens up. It's got so you can get to the space back here. I used to keep my food here. Anything that was open I'd put in the fridge. Got a Dometic fridge that comes with the vehicle. And you can fit a weekend's worth of stuff for a couple people in here. I mean, if you had a lot of beer, you'd move it in here, you know, keep it cold ahead of when you're going to drink it. You could adjust the temperature on this. It's got a compressor in it. It's not a solid state fridge. You can keep ice cream frozen if you want. I never tried to make ice in it, but probably could. This bin in the back, extra storage. This is a heavy drawer this fridge is in. And over here, a lot of little things are added to this. The hot water heater can hang from here and be plugged in up by the electrical panel. And when you get 20 minutes, 30 minutes from where you're going, you could reach back if your arms are long enough and flip the switch so that when you get to your rest stop, the water is warm and you can make your soup or whatever. Electrical panel up here. There's 2 solar panels on the roof of the van. We'll take a quick look at those in a minute. An auxiliary battery underneath the driver's seat. The starter battery's under the passenger seat. They're separate, and the solar panel will charge the aux battery. There's an ammeter so you can tell how many amps you're pulling from your battery at the moment. A voltmeter so you can tell how much juice you got left in your battery. Circuit breakers, lights. There's LED recessed lights, and I have them, you can have them red or white. Red for at night so you don't spoil your night vision. Just 12 volts. A lot of USB ports. The fridge, the fan, and I used to use this for my laptop. There's a couple of the 12 volt ports, extra ones that are on 15 amp fuses. There's a remote for the lights. I never used that. I didn't want a disco in here. That's it. We'll go outside and take a quick look at the solar panel. Up on the roof here. Can't really see them from the side of the van, but there's the solar panels. They're kind of flush with the roof rails, and then the Max Air fan. It's rainproof. It lifts up and the air comes in from underneath, so you don't have to worry about the rain, lose your ventilation. And that's all.